BLUF Gaming here with a quick SCUM tutorial about how to breach the bunker in Sector C4. The bunker is on the left side of the map, and once I open my menu I will cover up this area right here where you'll see the blue triangle where the bunker is. Once we see that mech walk behind the building as we just did, we're going to run and use the building as cover. Be sure to clear the area out of any puppets before you attempt this, as you don't want to have to deal with the threat of both puppets and a sentry at the same time. Sneak around to the side and get a good look at the pattern that the mech is taking. He makes 3 stops, one there looking at the vault door, another a few steps away where he looks at the front gate, and then he'll travel further down that way over here looking away from us. What we want to do is wait until he has looked at the front gate and then turn left to go to where he is now and make our run then. If you run too soon after he turns away from the front gate, you will be seen in his peripheral vision. If you run now, you'll likely get caught because he turns around too soon after. He just turned away. Let's give him 4 steps, 4, and then make our run. There we go. We can make our exit in a very similar way. However, this time we can begin our run away after he looks at the vault door and turns around. Again, don't get too close to him even though his back is turned to you while running, because he can hear you and turn around quickly. If you do get aggro, just zigzag left and right and you should be able to dodge any bullets. It's more important that you don't get aggro going in than coming out, as whenever you're going in, you're going to one place where he will be able to hone in on you and get a good shot, that one place being the vault door. When you're on your way out, you have a world of choices on where to run, and so long as you aren't running directly toward or directly away from a sentry, their aim is rather bad. Of course, there's also another entrance to the bunker, as there is in every bunker, but we'll go over that later in the details. That's your bottom line up front. If you'd like to see that more detailed review, just stick around. Thanks for sticking around. We're going to go back in the bunker the same way we just went in, and this time take a look around and then exit out the other exit. Again, we're going to wait for that mech to pass by here and behind this building before we make our approach. And now we're going to wait for him to cycle through again, and I think perhaps he heard me run up just then. We'll give him a chance to restart. But once he recycles through his 3-point pattern again, we'll wait for him to walk away from the front gate, and on the 4th step, start our approach. He stopped, now we count 4 steps. There we go. Once you're inside a bunker, you're safe from external threats unless there are players in the area. You don't have to worry about any kind of sentries, puppets, or turrets, or anything like that inside a bunker. You're also free to roam around and loot all you like, and if you really want to log out in it, you can, and maybe there will be more loot when you log back in later. So now that we're inside, let's take a look around. This is a fairly average bunker in terms of loot. We start out in a main hall right here, which you should know if you watch any of my other videos. that will have lots of weapon crates, these drape crates, which tend to have armor, clothes, magazines, weapons, and ammunition. But it also has some shelves in the main hall, which is kind of unusual for a bunker. And also, it has some small doors leading out of the main hall and filing cabinets and such. Normally those are only found in rooms, but in this one, the main hall seems to be serving other purposes as well. Something to keep note of is that on the left of the main hall, you will find two armories in this bunker, which tend to have very good loot, as they have ammo boxes on the floor, weapons boxes on the shelves, a locker, and then these 4 weapons lockers. Don't forget to check the vicinity, as you find good gear there as well. If you just stay left and follow the main hall out, you will reach the other exit, which is a ladder to a hatch. Right here. And on the left side of the main hall, that's all there is available. Now from this point, there are essentially 3 levels to think about. We'll go from bottom to top. There isn't much to the bottom level down here. We have a couple of office labs. And then down here, a vault door that doesn't work. Next, we have a rather small central area beyond these stairs. And then finally, we have upstairs. To the right, we have a hallway that leads us to a couple of control rooms behind small vault doors. Looks like we might be running on empty. That'll fix it. And then on the other side of the stairs, we just have a few low value rooms. This is just one of the 2 doors that goes into the large hospital rooms you sometimes find. And that's all this bunker has to offer. Again, it's pretty average as far as bunkers go, so if you're in the area, it's definitely worth looting, but there are some better bunkers out there. Now that you've already seen how to go in and out of the main vault door, let's take a look at the hatch. The hatch is rather short, so if you wanted to enter through the hatch, it's perfectly acceptable. You typically don't want to enter through hatches that have a very long fall, because if you get aggro, you might find that you need to jump down the hole rather than climb the ladder so that you don't die. And if there's a long fall that could kill you, this one obviously is not going to kill you, so it's fine to enter through this hatch. All hatches are going to have a sentry in the area that you need to be concerned about, so listen closely for the sentry before you climb to the top. They can see you if you're on the top rung and they're nearby, so you don't want to get shot in the head, which will be the only target they have available if you're at the top. It seems like that's the point where this mech passes nearby, so now we just listen for that quiet moment again, and that's when we'll make our run for it. If you want to try to take a look, you can do that too, but it's not too necessary as it's pretty easy to find holes in gates, and you can zigzag to avoid most fire. course, I've gotten aggro from puppets, and unlike mechs, puppets are more than willing to follow you out. So be prepared for something like that. Doesn't seem like we attracted any more attention, although if there are players in the area, we'd probably want to keep running before patching up. I hope this was helpful for you. If you want to see more of my videos, just subscribe, like and comment to let me know how I'm doing. And of course, if you want to dislike, you can. But if you do that, I'm going to go to your neighborhood and leave some open kiddie pools of water out so that there will be more mosquitoes next season and you'll get bitten another 2 times more than normal. Thanks for watching Bottom Line Up Front, and I'll see you next time.